Yeah. So let's go to that second album. You guys did it at Pus Cavern, right?
Yep.
Recorded it.
Pus Cavern, Joe Johnston.
Did you do that the first album too?
We did.
Oh, okay.
But it's the major difference is first album, real low budget, tried to get in and do what every other band does, which is
just push it.
let's do 4 songs in one day. You know, 1 10-hour lockout, 4 songs, just get in there, bang it out. And then on this second album, we didn't have a blank check. I'd say we spent like 10 to 15 grand on production, but that was enough time to go in there and literally let Joe spend like half of our time just doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know, these engineers that have been in the game for a long time, they know what they're doing, and you just got to give them time to work. They're artists too.
Yeah,
definitely. It was like he was part of the band, dude. He was there the whole 10 hours. We'd all run and get each other lunch, dude. He helped create it just as much as we did.
That's cool. It's amazing to see the sound guys and the producers how into it they get.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're excited,
Yeah.
just like
Joe really had a good time with this project and dove right into it, man. He was excited about it every day as we were, and you know, just we wanted to give him all the time he needed to polish it, and that's the major difference I think between album 1 and 2. I mean, obviously we grew as a band after just being together and playing so much and being on the road and learning from things that we disliked about the first album, but one of the main differences is actually just letting that guy get in there and work, you know.
that's cool.
So that's another thing I try to tell bands too. Don't go in there and do 4 songs in a day. Let your engineer. You don't need 10 songs. You know, if you're a band starting out, you need a tight 3 to 4 song demo. And you know, if you can dedicate a day per song, you know, if you can come up with that kind of money, which really is only like $450-500 a day.
Okay.
You know, so for $2 grand, I think a band can start out with just like the most solid demo.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 songs.
Yeah. And I mean that's the difference between so many bands are doing it in their garage now with like garage band or you know, like the average person. Nick and I could sit here and record a whole song in my living room on this computer.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
did it for the last half of the album. We just rough draft it here before we took it there, you know. I mean, some of it was written there too, but there's a huge difference between doing it in your garage and taking it to some guy who...
I mean, yeah, the programs were there, but like...
Yeah.
It's still...
That's the thing is a lot of bands are doing that, and that's the difference between your music sounding cool or like actually radio quality.
That's true.
I mean, you
like home video or DVD quality, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you want Wesley Willis or Rage Against the Machine?
Or Wesley Snipes.
I choose Snipes.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh yeah, so you guys doing the Olympics this year, or same year, again, and actually being able to finish it out. Like, I'm sure amongst you know, the guys at Your Music Magazine, we're stoked that you can play both shows, because we know. I mean, sorry, Mike, if this sounds like a dick, but we know you're gonna make the finals.
Cool.
So, not to belittle anybody else.
Can we skip the first show? No, we're excited, man. I mean, last time it was kind of like, you know, it was cool to develop a relationship with Your Music Magazine, but it was kind of bittersweet not being able to advance and just, you know, we played the show at Ironsides and just knew that if we could have played the finals that we could have had a chance to win it. And you know, obviously if you can't be there, you're not going to have a chance to win it.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to give this one our all. I think we're actually going to probably avoid booking local shows for a while, which we typically do anyways. I mean, we try not to saturate the local market, because no matter how good of a band you are, your fans are still going to go, oh, we'll catch them next week, you know.
Yeah, I saw you last weekend.
Yeah, if 311, my favorite band, played here every weekend, I definitely would not be there every weekend.
Yeah, touche.
And now we're talking about local art and park roots, just you know what I mean? Who's gonna? And besides, no one has any money, you know.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we're in an industry that already is basically the hardest industry to succeed in, and so you gotta think of every little thing you can do to get the advantage. And if you want people to come out to your shows, you can't play every week.
Definitely.
And playing every week pisses venues off too. Venues don't want to see your schedule and be like, oh my God, he's playing the Boardwalk 2 days before he's playing Old Ironsides. Awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
The only people are going to come that don't have a car to get to the Boardwalk.
Exactly. I mean, venues don't like to see that, and they're not going to book you if you're doing that kind of stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do to make your life easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this industry, because it's so damn hard.
Yeah, just technology alone, and everybody being able to access music like 24/7.
Yeah.
You got to obviously come up with some new ideas to keep it alive.
Yeah, and you know, the only way you're going to make money is by developing a fan base and get people out to your shows. You know, people don't make $1 billion selling records anymore unless you go platinum or something.
Yeah, touring.
So you're going to generate most of your income from touring and developing a fan base. And you know, if you saturate any market, it just loses its value. It's like if you eat a fillet every night, you're going to eventually go, I do not want a fillet. Let's go get some T-Bell. You know? So, I mean, it's the same with music. People don't want to hear you every week, you know. So
yeah.
It's nice to be able to space your shows out. And that's what I think we're going to do for the Your Music magazine trial this year. We're going to probably just call off October altogether locally and just do some touring and then come back and blast that show.
That's a great idea. Leave that anticipation for the, local fans.
Yeah.
And round up those numbers.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And $5,000 is a lot of money in any neighborhood.
Touche.
You know, I mean, and that's the trophy we want to take home.
Absolutely. Go for that third album.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, that's half the third album. We were just talking about that.
Dude, we'll take it to the studio.
Yeah, we'll go straight to the studio and start writing that third album. Even if it's too soon, who cares? You know, we've got probably half the third album written already. And
nice.
Ready to start workshopping. I mean, we write songs in like a couple of hours, it seems sometimes.
Yeah, they go quick.
Yeah, so I think this year, Your Music Magazine, we're gonna put our all into it and see what happens.
Hell yeah! Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
And if someone else wins, it's great.
It's moving to Reno.
It's a cool category we're in too. Like 3 out of the 5 bands that are in it with us. Oh wait, no, that's the sack shows.
Yeah, that's sack shows.
You guys don't set it up category wise, do you?
The last one was kinda, because you had the Kings of Midtown.
That's right.
And
that's right.
One other group with you, forget. But yeah, it's we generally put all like the metal bands together.
Okay.
'Cause there's usually a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, and then some different ones like you guys, and there's probably like maybe an indie or electronic band or something. So we're definitely piece everyone together. Hopefully,
cool.
make it even.
Well, I think I got through the interview without dropping any F-bombs.
You did awesome.
Thank you.
Hey,
You're welcome, Mom.
Amazing.
You even said a-hole.
I said a-hole.
And SOL.
I felt kind of weird saying a-hole.
I bet. You did good though.
As soon as
You
this
did
tape turns
fantastic.
off, I'm gonna have Tourette's for like 5 minutes.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to me.
Hey, thank
We'll see you guys
Thanks,
28th, right?
Yeah, see you then.
All right. Old Eye.
Cool.
Peace.
Awesome.
Later.